last place that the suspect was spotted. Just tell us more about that.
Good morning, Nick. Yes, that's right. Just after 9:30 on Wednesday evening was the last known sighting of Abdul Ezedi here, just metres away from the iconic Tower of London and Tower Bridge. That attack happening only a few hours earlier in Clapham, where Ezedi targeted that mother and her 2 young children. It's understood that Ezedi was in a relationship with that woman. Now, this is certainly not the length of time that the police had expected Ezedi to be on the run. We're heading into the 5th day now. And remember, Ezedi has got a very distinctive injury to his right eye. He's been spotted multiple times on CCTV, not only here, but in North London, at King's Cross and Caledonian Road. And for Ezedi to have escaped for this amount of time will be of huge concern to the police, to ministers, and to the Home Office. In the latest update that we've had, they say that the liquid that was used was a highly concentrated alkaline corrosive substance, either liquid sodium hydroxide or liquid sodium carbonate. And the authorities say they're working with other forces, including Northumbria Police, where they're going to be checking whether the liquid used here can match that found in 2 containers at what's believed to be the last residential address of Ezedi in Newcastle, from where TalkTV correspondent Nick Ellerby joins us now.
Good morning. Thanks, Ollie. Yeah, so 3 properties were searched in Newcastle, as well as 2 in London. As Ollie mentions, some containers were found with corrosive warnings on them, possibly containing those substances used in the attack on Wednesday night in London. Those are now being analysed. Northumbria Police joining their colleagues in the Met in this search, as well as a number of other forces, alongside the NCA, the National Crime Agency, which is Britain's version of the FBI, and also immigration officers and the Home Office as well. Serious questions we've heard this morning as to why Abdul Ezedi was on the streets of Britain at all, after in 2018 he was actually given a suspended sentence for sexual assault and indecent exposure as well, just a couple of minutes round the corner from me here at Newcastle Crown Court. And he was only able to gain asylum here in the UK at the 3rd attempt after converting to Christianity. I'm here at the Justice and Peace Project, which is run out of the St Vincent's Centre in the Newcastle neighbourhood of Byker, which is run by the Catholic Church. And we know Ezedi visited here probably every couple of weeks for clothes, toiletries and food, support given by people here, charity workers, to people in need like Ezedi. But actually, he's been here recently, we know that, and his connection to this place has led the Catholic Church up here in Newcastle to issue a statement saying that they have no record of Ezedi being welcomed into the Catholic faith in this diocese of Newcastle and Hexham, and also no record of any Catholic priest here signing Ezedi's immigration documents. They say they don't know which denomination of Christianity Ezedi was welcomed into. A number of other recent sightings reported here in Newcastle of Ezedi before Wednesday, before the attack. One halfway house he was known to have lived in recently. Some people who were living nearby him up until recently said that they were shocked to find out they had a sexual offender as a neighbour. Ezedi is on the sexual offenders register. Also a local supermarket called Sultan, a Kurdish grocery store. People in there reported to have seen Ezedi recently buying meat and saying he described himself as a good Muslim, again raising questions over his conversion to Christianity. And there's also a garage as well where Ezedi tried to buy a car last summer. Billy Khan of Billy's garage, just round the corner, a couple of minutes away, said that Ezedi tried to buy a car from him last summer and described him as very, very persistent. I spoke to a woman last night, just round the corner from here in Byker, right by that halfway house where Ezedi was known to have been living recently. And she said she recognised the picture of Ezedi that I showed her, and she'd seen him, but not recently. That last sighting of Ezedi here in Newcastle, 15 minutes past midnight, on Wednesday morning, on the day of the attack in London. And police are saying anybody harbouring or helping Ezedi to evade capture will face the full force of the law. But we'll go and have a wander through Byker this morning and see if we can find any more leads for you guys.